Okay, Quarter 1, Module 2. Subtracting simple fractions and mixed numbers without and with regrouping. For Lesson 1, Subtracting simple fractions without regrouping. Estelle has 3/4 meter of linen cloth. She used 2/3 meter for one placemat. What part of the linen cloth was left? So we need to subtract 3/4 and 2/3. 3/4 minus 2/3. Again, they are dissimilar fractions because they don't have the same denominators. We need to convert them first into similar fractions before subtracting them. So we need to look for the LCD. Again, list all the multiples of 4 and 3. Okay, their common multiple is 12. So let us remove all the multiples and use 12 as their new denominator. And look for their new numerators. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And 3 times 3 is 9. So we have now our similar fractions, 9 12 and 8 12. We can now subtract them. Again, in subtracting similar fractions, just copy the denominator and subtract the numerator. 9 minus 8 is 1. So our answer is 1/12. Lesson 2. Subtracting simple fractions from mixed numbers without regrouping. Ellen bought 1 3/4 kilograms of mangoes for her grandparents. They ate 1/2 kilogram of it. How many kilograms of mangoes were left? So they ate 1/2. How many were left? So we need to subtract 1/2 from 1 3/4. 1 3/4 minus 1/2. Again, as you can see, they are dissimilar fractions because their denominators are 4 and 2. We need to look for the LCD first by listing their multiples. For 4, for 2. Now, look for the number that they have in common, and that is 4. Let us now use 4 as their new denominator and give them their new numerators. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. So we now have similar fractions. We now have 1 3/4 minus 2/4. Let us now subtract. Again, in subtracting similar fractions, just copy the denominator and subtract the numerators. 3 minus 2 is 1. And since 1/2 or the 2/4 doesn't have whole number, just bring down 1. So we now have 1 and 1/4. Subtracting simple fractions from mixed numbers with regrouping. Mrs. Santos bought 2 1/2 meters of material to make a dress and 3/4 meter of the same material to make a blouse. How much more materials did she use for making a dress than a blouse. So let us subtract 2 and 1/2 minus 3/4. Because 1/2 and 3/4 are dissimilar fractions, we need to find the LCD first to make them similar fractions. To find the LCD, list down all the multiples and look for the number that they have in common, and that is 4. Look for the least number that they have in common. We will now use 4 as their new denominator. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 is the new denominator. Numerator. 3 is the new numerator. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Times 1 is 2. The new numerator of 1/2 is 2. Let us now subtract. Oh, but wait. We cannot subtract 3 from 2, because 3 is greater than 2. 2 minus 3. This cannot be. What are we going to do? We need to borrow 1 from the whole number, and the whole number is 2. We need to borrow 1, so 2 will now become 1. And what will happen to the 1 that we have borrowed? We cannot just add 1 to 2/4. We need to convert 1 into fraction. To convert 1 into fraction, let us check the denominator. The denominator is 4. To convert 1 into fraction, we will use 4 as numerator and denominator, just like this. 1 will become now 4/4. We will add 4/4 to 2/4. 4 plus 2 is 6. We can now subtract. The denominator will remain 4. Don't change that. So subtract. 6 minus 3 is 3. And just copy the denominator. We have a whole number 1. And since 3/4 has no whole number, just bring down 1. And our answer is 1 and 3/4.